Hi, this is Blair Glenn. I'm the owner of Saratoga Tree Service, and I am an ISA certified arborist. I'd like to talk a little bit today about the Coast live oak. Here's a close-up of the leaves of the live oak. As you can see, the ends are chewed on by one of the many leaf-eating insects that attack these trees. The live oak can get quite large. This particular specimen is very unusual because it was growing in a very rocky, very dry hillside this one's actually out in Almaden Valley up high. So it's a lot larger, or a lot older than it looks, because in essence, it's like a big bonsai in a very harsh environment. Because of the development here, we put rocks all the way around the base of it instead of a fence, and filled it in with chips to try to encourage this tree to be a better specimen with a little bit of care. I'm a little bit concerned, though, because as old as this tree is, it's got some old age problems, and improving the health of the tree might lead to some limb failures. Oh, this picture is cool. The live oak that you see in this picture is, I'm going to guess, about 20 years old. This picture was taken in 1918. The same house is there today, and the same tree is still there. And here it is today. This tree is over 100 years old, probably 110. But interestingly, the house is still there. You can see where the old dirt road used to be, and it has turned into a magnificent specimen. A lot of these really old live oak trees have been worked on for generation after generation, and a lot of them are fully rotted out and ready to explode. This is a real sad example of a tree that has been babied along for a long time, and it finally just gave up and exploded. It fell apart. There was very little holding wood on this. It was all rotten, and even the wood that was keeping the tree alive was starting to decay. But amazingly, the tree was as full and green as you could imagine. So from a distance, one would assume or assert that this tree was indeed healthy. But that would be the furthest thing from my mind, because I recognize that the tree had a lot of hollow spots and a lot of decay. What's difficult is for me to explain to a homeowner that their perfectly healthy looking tree that may be full and green might be ready for a disaster, such as what you see here. Another big problem that we have to deal with is the impact from construction. Here's a new development site where they are trying to protect the roots by putting a root protection zone, a fence around the tree. Unfortunately, the majority of the roots are way beyond this fence line. I'd like to wrap this up by talking a little bit about the sensitivity that many of our live oaks have to construction impact, trenching, dirt on the soil. There's multiple things going on here. Not only are they cutting this trench, but they're piling up mountains of dirt that are compressing and compacting the soil. Everything that you do to a root zone of an oak tree is going to have a long-term impact and shorten its life. You're not going to see the results of this damage for 5, maybe even up to 10 years. But if you want to have a live oak tree that will be a long-lived tree that will be a benefit and an asset to your landscape, you certainly have to protect the root system. Thanks for taking the time to watch this brief presentation. Once again, my name is Blair Glenn. I'm the owner of Saratoga Tree Service and an ISA certified arborist.